Namaskar. I'm Suruchi Das and you're watching Rhythm News. In a world striving for modernization and equality, there are still radicals, especially in the Islamic states, who don't want women to advance with the real world and want them to tie down in regressive cages. Iran stands as a grim reminder of what happens when radical ideologies suffocate progress. The Iranian regime's relentless war against women's freedom has reached a new low with the establishment of a so called hijab removal treatment clinic. This insidious initiative, announced by Mehri Talebi Daristani, the head of the Women and Family Department of Tehran headquarters for promotion of virtue and prevention of vice, seeks to scientifically and psychologically treat women who dare to defy the country's hijab laws. The clinic's announcement follows the appalling case of a university student in Tehran who was detained after removing her clothes in protest against the oppressive dress code. Instead of addressing the blatant repression women face, Iranian authorities subjected her to a psychiatric evaluation, implying that dissent against their archaic laws is a mental illness. This isn't governance, it's a state sponsored psychological abuse designed to crush any flicker of rebellion against their misogynistic rule. The outrage traces back to the tragic death of 22-year-old Mahsa Amini, who died in police custody after being arrested by Iran's religious morality police for allegedly failing to wear the hijab properly. What followed was a historical revolution against the draconian laws of the country against its women, in which 558 people lost their lives, including 68 minors. Cut to present, the change Mahsa Amini protest vouched for will take much longer. The Iranian regime's obsession with controlling women's bodies stems directly from its supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, whose oppressive doctrine shapes policies enforced by entities like the promotion of virtue and prevention of vice. Under his rule, the state has weaponized mental health institutions as tools of suppression, forcing activists and actresses alike into degrading psychological evaluations, simply for removing their hijabs in public or posting pictures without them. Prominent actresses like Afsana Begum, Azadeh Samadi, and Leila Bolukan, who joined the Women Life Freedom movement, were all dragged into this dystopian system. The defiance led to court-ordered mandates for humiliating weekly psychological check-ins, an ugly display of the state's desperate grip on power. While much of the world moves towards empowering women as equal contributors to society, Iran clings to its archaic patriarchal chains. The government's obsession with controlling women reflects not strength but fear. Fear of what happens when women are free to think, act, and lead without restriction. Iran's actions are not just an attack on its women but an affront to humanity. The regime's use of mental health institutions as punishment is both cruel and a mockery of genuine psychiatric care. If anyone in Iran requires psychological treatment, it's the regime itself, starting with its leaders who seem incapable of imagining a world where women are equal partners in progress. The international community must hold Iran accountable for its egregious violations of human rights. Women are not pawns for ideological control. The brave hearts of Iran, spearheading the Women Life Freedom movement, deserve unwavering global support in their fight against tyranny. Jai Hind.